Hey everybody, welcome to Over the Counter Outdoors. Here is your Monday update. We got a banger of a video coming out on Wednesday, and I am excited for you guys to see it. We catch some awesome fish, and it is an entire day of fishing. From me, 8 o'clock in the morning until about 9:30 at night. As of right now, if you can't tell, we are driving through the trails. So it does look dark in here because all my windows are tinted, including the windshield. Shh, don't tell anybody. And we're going down a Forest Service Trail road right now, which actually has a lot of campsites off of it. Speaking of campsites, there's one right over there. And we are heading to the other side to go check out the boat launch area. And as you can hear, Carl just loving life out here. Well, that's pretty cool. Got a little bus. But anyways, make sure you guys head out to our YouTube channel, Over the Counter Outdoors, and check out our video that will debut on Wednesday. And if you guys aren't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on a couple videos if you want. Hit that bell notification so that way you guys don't miss out on any of our uploads. But most of all, I just hope you guys enjoy the videos that we're putting out right now. We have some really good videos coming up. Some of the videos that we've been putting out to start with have literally us been getting ready, collecting footage for this channel and some for the other channel, and then editing, so that way we're about a month ahead. So what you guys actually see here on YouTube, other than the update videos, as these are filmed the day of that they are uploaded, the other ones that are on Wednesday, and then for the other channel that videos debut on Saturdays, those are usually about a month back. So the update videos that are on this channel on Monday and on Thursday? Wednesday? Not really sure. Can't remember off the top of my head right now. Those are filmed the day of. So that way you guys know exactly what's going on. Which brings me to, here's an update for Jeep. Tomorrow we head down to Kalamazoo to pick up a transmission and transfer case for this, because third gear has always grinded going into third. It's been doing it for years. Drives me nuts. And then reverse, you just don't have reverse when it's cold. So when we're heading out west and stuff, I don't want to be caught somewhere where it's cold and have no reverse, and then we're stranded because we have no reverse, or I can't get into third because it finally just decides that it does not want to work anymore. So we got a brand new transmission and transfer case, and then the slave cylinder on this transmission is actually leaking, so my clutch bleeds down, so let's get a brand new one of those. And then I believe the rear main finally decided that it was going to start leaking, which is kind of like a natural thing since it's, from 2013. It's never been changed. That's finally decided to leak, and that's coating my friction material that's on my clutch. So I have a brand new clutch as well. It's a high inertia center force clutch, and it comes with new flat wheel and new throughout bearing, friction disc, pressure plate, everything. So that'll be nice. Everything will be brand new, and we got a brand new steering wheel because the clock spring in this one is broken, and unfortunately the dealership said they're $495 for a new clock spring, then $160 something to put it in. I said okay, that's not a big deal, whatever. And then they told me that it was an indefinite back order. So I was like, oh well, that sucks. So I contacted PRP, and I got a brand new Shreddy series steering wheel. I got a dual push-to-talk bracket, so I can use one of the holes for the push-to-talk button to speak to the radios to the other people in our group, and then the other button I'm going to use for my horn, because the clock spring also controls my horn, and I have my train horns wired into my factory horn switch. So unfortunately it doesn't work because my clock spring broke. So we're gonna have my horn back, and the lights that come with your clock spring are like your brake, your ABS, all that stuff. Well, my clock spring's already broke, so all that stuff's on. I don't have ABS, so those lights are already on. I don't have cruise, so all those lights are already on. So that doesn't really matter to me. And actually, I got a quick disconnect that actually is coming with it, so I can actually take the steering wheel off, because the PRP seats that we're going to go with, they have really high side bolsters, and it's just going to make it a lot easier for us to get in and out of the Jeep. So, well, at least for me, because I'll be able to take the steering wheel off. But with that being said, coming out to the road. With that being said, as you guys can tell, this is difficult to shift and drive and record at the same time. And this is off my phone that is on my tripod with a bracket on it, so I can actually hold the tripod and also film off of. But anyways, guys, we are going to be heading out hopefully August 13th, and we're going to be fishing every single state that we go through. So we're going to get down to Indiana, we're going to fish Indiana. We're going to go through Iowa, we're going to fish Iowa. We're going to go through Nebraska, we're fishing Nebraska. We're going to get to any other state that we come to on our entire trip, which is going to last a couple months. We're fishing every single state, and we're going to hopefully get some really banger videos for you guys, because I love to fish, and well, I need content, so yeah. We will let you guys see where we are. This is Nurnberg Road in Ludington, Michigan. So I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see where we are, and you guys can ride with us out to the lake. Talk to you for a little bit more out there, and then we'll let you guys go so we can hit the trails a little bit tonight and see what we can find out here. This actually, just about everywhere that you guys can see is all public land. You guys can come hunt out here, trap out here, as long as you do everything the legal way, which is, you know, a certain distance from the roadway for hunting, and for trapping you have to have your tags on your traps and certain information that the state requires, which that can all be found on DNR website. But as you guys can tell, it's thick, some thick timber, that's for sure, and it's got literally anything and everything that you guys could possibly want for hunting and such. But down here, I got a downshift. Down here is actually the boat launch that goes out onto Hamlin Lake, and there are a couple campsites actually right up here. If you go right there to the right, there's a campsite. campsite. So you guys bring your boats and such, you can come down here, camp out, so you're literally right next to the lake. And then there's also a campsite that is straight ahead. I should probably turn my lights on. Hey, look at that. That way people can see me coming through the trail. If you go straight right here, there's a big campsite right there. And that's where you see most of the people go when they have boats and such, because it is such a large area over there, as you guys can tell. It has a pretty big area to turn around and maneuver a trailer and such, but keep coming down here. Now, unfortunately, I took the fishing poles and the tackle bag and everything out of the back end because of our trip down to Kalamazoo tomorrow to pick up the transmission and transfer case. I needed room in the back because we're actually just driving this down, and we're just going to put everything in the back end and then bring it back up. And then here is, we're going to drive right down to the actual boat launch. Go rolling somewhere. So this is the boat launch for down here, and as you can tell, it is covered in reeds and lily pads, but there is a trail. You guys can still make it out, but I'm going to tell you guys a secret right now. Don't be taking all my fishing spots, but here's a hint. If you come out this way, you can take a left, you go down this channel, there's a point that comes right out over there. You can actually take right up there. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's a trail that leads off here, and you can actually go out over here in this direction. And if you go out over there, you can fish on that point offshore. But if you have a boat, you can come out this way and you can take a left, and all these lily pads all back in here, monsters are sitting under them. And let me tell you, if I had a boat, that's exactly where I would be right now, because they have some monster fish that are sitting underneath those lily pads right now. And unfortunately, which sucks, that's why we didn't get that much of footage today filming, because down over here is actually Victory Park. Like, it's on the other side of the lake, but it's down over there. And unfortunately, they came through and they sprayed for weeds, which it killed all the lily pads, a bunch of the reeds, and they do it for invasive species. But the problem is, when it kills the lily pads, it gets rid of a lot of the fish habitat and spawning area and ambush points for big fish. But the problem is, it doesn't kill the lily pads. It kills the pad on the surface, but it doesn't kill the bulb. So they just grow up the very next year, or literally within a month or two of them spraying. So it's kind of redundant, but hey, whatever. Props to the dude that does it, because he's got a sweet airboat, which you guys will actually see in the background of the video that airs on Wednesday. But it's just, like, you can't knock the guy, because he's always gonna have a job, because people are always gonna pay, and he sprays in front of people's houses mostly, if they pay for him to do it. But it just sucks because it gets rid of a lot of fish habitat and a lot of good fishing area, because there's no cover. So it kind of sucks. But all right, guys, this is just a little short update for you guys, and we're gonna go hit the trails and see what we can find out there. So you guys have a good night. Get out, take the littles fishing. They'll absolutely love it. I can promise you that. Have a good night, guys.